Hello and welcome to the Gonna Vibe. Massive victory for the Arsenal at St James's Park. It's traditionally been a tough game for Arsenal to play the game pretty much, and today was a tough game. But Arsenal came up from great headed goal by Mikel Merino after he came in, and then the late winner by Martinelli, 96th minute winner. Arsenal was up against it. I think we played really well overall, but after Volamada got the goal for Newcastle, pretty much against the run of play, it was back and just trying to pile on the pressure on Newcastle and somehow get the goals. Arteta lined up interesting starting lineup. Was interesting to see Mosquera start as opposed to Saliba probably to give Arsenal the height against Volamada, who is really tall striker. Um, Also, we saw Saka as a play the number 10 role for the first time for Arsenal. And Trossard keeping his place. Is that Arsenal started really well. Bossed the position, had a lot of shots on target as well, especially initially. I thought it was interesting the way Newcastle's shape pretty much trying to tie down Arsenal with their physicality and just try to uh, dominate the physical game as much as possible. But I thought Zubimendi was pretty good and Rice was good in our own physical approach. We had a lot of shots on goal. Last count of how many times Arsenal had a chance, and Pope had saved. Gyökeres was, although he was the lone defender against the player attacker for Arsenal against three centre backs, but still managed to be able to get hold of the ball multiple times. He had a chance, and also as they had a couple of chances with Nick Pope saved really well. Saka, I felt, had a run of the ball against Dan Burns, was able to get past him multiple times. It was, like I said, against the run of play when Newcastle scored corner, which was pretty much handed by Mosquera. Without having too much of pressure, he tried to back pass to Raya and pretty much conceded the corner from that. It was crossed from the left hand side. I think it was Tonali was crossed and Walmart with this back at Gabriel and headed goal past Raya. There's a little bit of a debate of push or shove against Big Gabby, but I know there's a lot of people online saying that that's not much of a shove, but it was two hands on the back of the defender in the penalty area. Those should have been called, and obviously it's not. Yesterday we saw how a blatant handball from Saka was not taken out for the goal that Liverpool scored today. For some reason, a slight change of hit by Nick Pope was considered as a not a penalty. It was clear penalty in my opinion. It was a big talking point just before the even the Newcastle goal. Gyökeres was impeded by Nick Pope. Although Nick Pope did get the touch of the ball before Gyökeres got hit, but that was as clear a penalty as you could see. It was given, but we thought that it was supposed to be reviewed and roughly reviewed and gave no penalty. And then, of course, with Newcastle, with the goal was in the ascendancy, but still, I thought Arsenal showed character, still had a lot of chances, still had a couple of chances which was straight at Pope. Pope managed to save. Timber was really impressive also. I thought had a couple of chances as well, especially in the second half. As a and it was interesting to see again Saka being pulled out. I thought Martinelli did play well after he came back, but we got back in the goal from Rice's corner. This time it was a mid cross, and Marino with a really left header past the goalie, and Nick Port really didn't have a chance. Just literally looked at the ball, hit the post, and go and to make it 1-1. And From there on, it was pretty much a basketball game going back and forth, and Arsenal getting the last laugh at the corner that I thought was a really good corner from Odegaard. A really good header by literally Pope was in no man's land. Despite all the efforts that he showed in the first half of saving so many shots on target, he was inculpable, I thought, for at least the second goal that Arsenal scored. 2-1, huge moment for Arsenal, huge moment for Mikel Arteta. We needed that win, especially after Liverpool lost yesterday. Cut down the points to 2, and Arsenal go second in the table. Arteta definitely needed a win like this, especially after the Man City game. For the majority of the game, it felt like Arsenal was going to lose. It was very late, 1-0 down. Pressure was on, but we responded really well, got the points, and I thought we deserved it. Uh, Despite the two-headed goals, I thought Arsenal's and game management was really good. The gameplay that we created at times was really good. Trossard had a really good chances after neat touches, which Pope saved in the first half. But this makes it more realistic. Premier League, it says, it felt like Liverpool is going to run away with this league. But Crystal Palace, thanks to A and Nketiah to score that goal, pegged back Liverpool, and today with Arsenal scoring the decisive goal to make it a win. With regards to stats from today, Arsenal obviously dominated it. 7 shots on target, 7 off target, with Newcastle only having 4 in total shots. We had 64% of possession and 12 corner kicks. Of course, we also had multiple crosses, 11 crosses in total. And Nick Pope had 7 saves, 5 saves to make, supposed to 2 from Araya. Overall, a dominant game by Arsenal, despite what people would say as far as set previously. They haven't seen the game as well as we have seen today. But Arsenal were deserving winners today. And we go on from here. It's going to be an interesting um, few days from now on how Arsenal plays. But really happy for Arsenal, really happy the way Merino came up with the goal and Gabriel getting back to scoring for Arsenal. I think that's it. I'll leave it at there. Amazing win for Arsenal game overall, and come on, you Gunners.
Like, share, and subscribe.